We knew it was coming, and it finally happened. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop It Down with Mr. Dugai. And today I'm going to talk about the big breaking news. The Green Bay Packers have traded the MVP, multiple MVP, time MVP quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, to the New York Jets for four draft picks, which I'm going to get into. I'm going to have to look back down on. The Jets will receive the number 15 overall pick and a fifth round pick from the Packers. In exchange, they give the Jets the 13th pick, a second round pick, and a conditional 2024 second round pick that can become a first round pick if Aaron Rodgers plays 65% of the snaps. A lot to unpack there. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm going to have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy. Also, if you're a Madden player on Xbox One, I'll have my Xbox One gamer tag in the description box also. Big breaking news, yo. This is something that we knew was gonna eventually happen. I mean, Rodgers basically put it out there. It was hard for me to imagine Aaron Rodgers going back play with the Packers when he basically let it be known to everybody listening that yeah, I want to be a New York Jet. Um, and the talk was that the Jets was expecting multiple, the Packers, excuse me, was expecting multiple first round picks in compensation, and that's what kind of made this thing drag out a little longer than expected. But you knew it had to get done before the draft on Thursday, and they kind of looked like they both kind of met in the middle. The Jets actually get to keep their first round pick for this season. They just moved back, I think, two spots, which I think is good on the Jets' part. They do give up a second round pick this year, and they give up a potential first round pick next year, depending on, the percentage of the snaps. It's something kind of similar to when the Eagles, we traded Carson Wentz to the Colts, where the talk was about this extra, first round pick. But what happened is, you put a incentive on it that, look, if he plays this amount of snaps, then yeah, we'll move it up to a first. And that's exactly what happened here. So you would think, unless Rodgers is an older guy, unless he gets injured or something, that the Packers will get a first round pick the following year. What this means for the Jets, they're contenders in the East, in the AFC East. The AFC as a whole is loaded. We know about the Kansas City Chiefs. We know about the Cincinnati Bengals, the Buffalo Bills. The LA Chargers, the Jacksonville Jaguars are coming up quick. It's some really good teams out there with some young, good quarterback play. It gives the Jets a veteran quarterback, somebody that, they got a playoff defense and roster already. When you talk about Sauce Gardner over there, Quentin Williams, CJ Mosley, they got some really good players on that side of the ball. And then offensively, Garrett Wilson had a breakout year. Brees Hall, before his knee injury, was really doing some good things. So yeah, when you look at it as a whole, and I think Robert Saleh is a very good head coach. So you add a veteran quarterback that could come in there and could get the ball to these playmakers. And now the Jets, to me, could focus on adding pieces around them. They also picked up Alan Lazard in free agency. It was a lot of talk about them possibly getting Odell Beckham Jr., but of course, $18 million had a lot to do with that. But it puts the Jets in position to compete, especially going head to head with the Buffalo Bills. Honestly, I think the Jets right now have a better roster than the Buffalo Bills, but the Buffalo Bills was able to dominate that division because they had by far the superior quarterback play with Josh Allen. Now, Rodgers isn't quite what he used to be, but I think he could still be pretty effective, with some nice pieces around him and a good defense to back him up. So it's gonna be real interesting in that AFC East. And as far as Eagles, we play the Jets this year, so we're looking forward to seeing Aaron Rodgers. Whenever the schedule come out, we'll know the exact time and date or whatever. Similar move to Brett Favre. Brett Favre did the same thing when he left the Packers and when Aaron Rodgers was there, ironically. He went to the New York Jets, so hopefully for Aaron Rodgers, it don't turn out like it did for Brett Favre, which they didn't even make the playoffs when Brett Favre went to the Jets for their one season. Then when you look at the Green Bay Packers, the Jordan Love era, begins. I feel like I look at the Eagles situation in the NFC, and we don't know what Jordan Love is going to become. We don't know if he's going to become a great quarterback. We don't know if he's going to be mediocre. He has physical tools to be good. He's sat in that system for a couple of years. You know, he had still got Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon over there. They still do need to add some more offensive weapons, though. Someone like Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs stepped up big last year, but there's some young players. So we're gonna see how they do transitioning into year two. But yeah, like the NFC side of things, it's a young crop of quarterbacks as well in the NFC, man. Jalen Hurts to me is the best quarterback in the NFC. Like that's what comes down to with me is he's the best quarterback in the conference. But we're gonna see what's up with Jordan Love, man. It's gonna be real interesting to see. I'm gonna have my eye on that, just like I know a lot of us will. But if I'm the Packers, you hate to see Aaron Rodgers go. I feel like though the Aaron Rodgers experiment left a little bit to be desired for Green Bay Packers fans. One Super Bowl, not only one Super Bowl win, one Super Bowl appearance. Countless NFC Championship game losses. And then the last couple, like not this year, but the last couple of years, they were the number one seed in the NFC, and they got beat by Tampa in the NFC Championship game and had an inexplicable loss at home to the 49ers. So it ended with a little bit of disappointment over there in Green Bay. But I tell you what, man, he brought a lot of highlights and a lot of real good play from that position to that organization. Jordan Love got big shoes to fill. When you talk about going from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay has had elite quarterback play for like the last almost 30 years. So it's going to be interesting to see how Jordan Love steps in and, handles his business. He was a first round pick, so it's his time. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Jets do with Rodgers. Looking forward to seeing how Jordan Love, adjusts to being the guy in Green Bay now. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.